Aside from profiles, there is permission sets, and a profile is assigned to certain users. But then some of these users that are assigned to the same profile, we need to give them different level of access. So the profile is determining some level of access that's applicable to all users in this profile. But then there is like one person in there that's like a leader that we want to give them more access, or someone in there that's taking care of some fundraising aspects only. We need to give them some additional level of access. So in order to give some additional level of access, we add a permission set to that particular user. Salesforce Nonprofit Cloud comes with a bunch of permission sets. Some of them are meant for people who will be using the system, the end users, the fundraising users, and some of them are meant for the fundraising admins or system admins. So this is the list of the permission sets that are available. You don't have to remember any of this. You don't like, they are in the documentation and they are already set up in the org. I'll show you where they are in a second. But basically, for a fundraising user, they need this set of permission sets. A fundraising admin needs this set of permission sets plus this set of permission sets as well. So a system admin is likely to need both of them. Now, you can learn more about each one of those permission sets. Some of them are explanatory, where you can tell, like a group membership, for example. This is where you can see the relationships. If you have access to this, then you would be able to see the relationships. The business milestones and life events, this is controls the access to things like the life events component, like this one here. Someone who doesn't have that permission set wouldn't see this life events component. And the arc view is the one that we have under interactions. We didn't set up the arc view, or did we? Under connections, we didn't set up arc view, but this is like a relationships view. So instead of seeing it in a table like this, you could see it in a chart visual representation, and this is what the arc is for. We have things like action plans, and then the admin has some access to things that I don't exactly know all of them. Feel free to learn more about them in the documentation about each one of those permission sets. But the rule of thumb is that you want to give the fundraising user a list of permission sets to anyone who is a fundraising user, and the permission sets for a fundraising admin to anyone who is a fundraising admin. And so we don't have to do this for each one of those permission sets. Out of the box, Nonprofit Cloud is coming with a permission set group, So this is like why I have highlighted it in yellow. All of these are in one permission set group, and all of these are in one permission set group. So what you could do now, let's go to the org. You can go to the gear icon and then go to setup. And then in the quick find, we're gonna search for permission set group. Let me actually get rid of this so you see we have permission sets. That's like each one of those, and then we have permission set groups, which is these two. On permission set groups, if you're navigating to this for the first time, you might not see anything and showing you recently viewed with nothing down here. If that's the case, because this is what I saw a minute ago, you can click this list view controls and create a new list view, and just like create anything and make it only visible to you and save. And then after you save, then you should be able to change the list view to all permission set groups. And if that doesn't work, then you can create a new list view, and you can name it all, and then you can select all users perhaps, or just all internal users, and then save. And under filter, so after you save this, you can click the filter here, and then you can select this. Looks like that's the only option, so you don't have to do that step. Then it's gonna show up. So under that, all that we created, or under all permission set groups, we could see fundraising admin and fundraising user, which are permission set groups, not permission set. If I open both of them in new tabs now, fundraising user and fundraising admin. And after I open the first one, fundraising user group, I will click on permission sets in this group to see which permission sets are already added. So out of the box, they are already added in here to the fundraising user. And then if I go to the fundraising admin and I click permission sets in group, I will see that they are already added as well in here. So we've got these two permission set groups already configured and set up. Looks like there are some permission sets in here that are not exactly the way I set this up. That's fine. You can use the one that's coming out of the box. That would be the accurate one. And then let's look at how we can assign them. So we already assigned the profiles, but this level of permission through the permission server group is additional access. Now we need to give that additional access to the existing user. Users, you can do this in one of two ways. You can click the fundraising admin permission set group, and then up top you will see manage assignments, and then you can select a user, and then Islam is already assigned, but you can click, you know, let me remove that assignment for a second and then add that assignment again. Done. And now let's add that assignment again to my user again. So this is the first way to do this assignment. Another way to do this is to navigate to users instead. So I'm gonna go to users, and then I'm gonna go to my user. And if we scroll down, we're gonna see the list of permission set groups that are assigned to this user. So down permission set group assignments down here. So I can remove that assignment, or I can click edit assignments to add or remove multiple assignments at once. So I can add fundraising user, and let's just keep both of them in here. And save. After you save, then this user, if they navigate to something where the permission set controls, if it was granted to them, they will see it. If it was revoked from them, then they will not see it anymore. That's all about permission sets for Nonprofit Cloud.